been so grateful for the many years of awesome training that we received in the ministry, in walking with God and in walking with amazing people of God who have invested in our lives. And so one of the great truths, there was almost like, we could say, like a set of truths that we learned, and there was so much in it. Like one of them was that the plan of God is greater than any man, and that was something that, well, sometimes it was said, but it was definitely demonstrated in the ministry, and I love that so much. Today we spoke about something that kind of touched on it in church service. So that was Philippians 2:17. Yea, and if I be offered upon the sacrifice and service of your faith, I joy and rejoice with you all. And this is Paul saying, well, in prison, Paul saying, maybe I'll be executed by the Roman government, and you know, in that case, I rejoice, and this is then the plan of God, and the work of God will go on. The plan of God is greater than me, Paul is saying, which is an awesome statement, and it's something that we all need to understand and realize that the plan of God is greater than any one man, and that's really beautiful and very important for us in times like, you know, when Billy Graham went home to be with the Lord. You know, what happens now? Well, the work of God goes on. The plan of God is greater than any one person and in the work of God, and that's something very important and very beautiful. It's not going to be the same, but also it's not going to be less, because God's plan is still God's plan. In 2 Kings 2:6, when Elijah was raptured by God, that time there was this amazing this interesting dynamic where Elijah's disciple, you know, there was like a Bible school that Elijah started, and there were those people, and they felt like, oh gosh, you know, like Elijah is gone, maybe the Lord hadn't, you know, the Lord wouldn't do that to us, we need him. And Elisha was there, and they were like, well, maybe God took him up and put him down somewhere else. Let us go and look for him. Maybe we can still find him on earth. And Elisha is saying to them, you don't need to do that. So I think that's 2 Kings 2:16. And then later he says, okay, like they make the same request and a few times, and then Elisha finally says, okay, go and do it. And they look, and then they come back and they say, oh, we haven't found him. And he was like, yeah, I know, because I told you God had taken him home. And you know, and those sons of the prophets, those Bible school students, they had to learn, they had to understand, they had to accept this reality that the plan of God is far greater than Elijah. And that's a challenge. When we're used to a man of God ministering to us, it can get hard when there is a change like that, but God is greater, and we need to accept that, and we need to rejoice in that too, because that means that a failure of any man of God, any awesome man of God, or anyone you're close to, me, anyone else, it doesn't destroy the plan of God, for the plan of God is greater than any man. And praise God for that. So God bless your day.